I have never been more obsessed with a garden in my life. Let me show you. Welcome to my roundup of day one at Gardeners World Life. Starting off with Sammy's beautiful showcase garden, Think All Things Pink. I loved this, the planting was stunning, and I loved the hog in gravel. Then I headed over to see Jan's beautiful Moments and Memories garden. I loved so much all the detail in this garden and how it linked back to the charity and the families and the people that it's helped. Then what I thought was super fun, it was there loads of these little miniature gardens in wheelbarrows, and I love planting in wheelbarrows, so I was all for this. All I could think was what a fun thing to do with kids and like school groups. I thought this was such a brilliant idea. Then I had a lovely chat with Sophie, who is the garden designer behind this beautiful border Interwoven. There was so much detail here, but I loved the metal water tank, similar to what I've got in my garden. I loved all of the areas for nature. These gabions were great. And I loved this garden, not just because I love the Instagram handle Think Like a Worm, but the idea behind this garden is so clever. It's two neighbours coming together to create an orchard. So either side of the bench, you've got different style gardens, and I just thought it worked so lovely, and that bench is beautiful, isn't it? Then I had such an absolutely lovely conversation with Sandrine, who has designed this beautiful garden, which is all about upcycling and creating a more sustainable garden, which is really wildlife friendly. And it was so lovely seeing all of the different upcycled touches and areas for the wildlife within her garden. Also, I love this little pink flowering strawberry, which I thought, Beverly, you will like if you're watching. The moment you've all been waiting for, slugs and snails making friends with our foes. Now this garden, obviously I was obsessed with the slugs, but also it was just so beautiful. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to make friends with the slugs, but I did really love this garden. There's so many more beautiful borders that I need to check out tomorrow, but then I headed over to look at the show gardens, starting off with Kitty Kovacs, which by the way is the coolest name ever, but this is her reflective retreat garden with QVC. I honestly could have stayed here and listened to this water all day, and it was another proud sister moment because my brother Will's company Carradine Stone provided some of the granite for the water features, so super proud of him. Then I bumped into my fellow plant grow champions and a little moment for the matching gingham, and so lovely to finally meet Ish. Then I spent a good while swooning over Kate's gorgeous garden. There is so much to see here. I particularly love this little touch here. One of my favourite things about coming to events like this is meeting all of my favourite gardening friends. So this is Katie, and we met Adam just after this. Love him so much. Then we went into the floral marquee for all of the awards, which was very exciting, but I will leave you to find out who won what. And then it was time for pizza in bed back at the hotel, but look how gorgeous the sunset was.